1-0 win against a tough opponent today. How do you feel about the game? I know say pressure 1 kilo Nasha. Pressure 1 kilo Nasha because as una dey there, no be una dey again.
Exactly. Aside from the pressure, it was actually a good game. It was a good performance from the boy. Honestly speaking, I wouldn't have expected that would actually come out victorious on today's game, because for once we know Everton for whom they are, that these people, when you are playing against them, you need to be on your A game. Like it is pound for pound, flesh for flesh, and everything. You understand? Because Everton will play you a all block game whereby you are unable to even penetrate into their 18-yard. And today we did that perfectly with Jackson. You understand? We did that perfectly with Jackson, helping us to score that goal.
Oh well, I feel like you guys, tried your best, but there is 2 people that stood out today on your game, which is Chalobah mounting that defense, trying to shift Beto, because Beto is not a small striker to come by anyhow.
Imagine
a little Chalobah challenging giant Beto.
I mean, even you could see that when Beto was actually leaving, he had to even play one shot, which our amiable, honorable, good goalkeeper,
that is not good. You've never commended Sanchez
for whom he is, helping us to carry that ball away. However you see it, I see it in another different way.
No,
thank you very much for that.
No, I didn't take this. You've never been of Sanchez favorite. Sanchez has never been your favorite, or Sanchez has never done something that you commended me of.
He cannot be my favorite, and he will still not be my favorite. You understand? Because he's been paid to do this kind of thing. You understand? So
why are you guys so entitled? Why are you guys so entitled? Why is Chelsea?
See, we need to be entitled. I mean, if we continue to praise this player too much, if we continue to praise him this too much, you understand, it will get over his bad head. You understand? And if once he gets over his bad head, he will not be able to, perform very well. So let's just leave it as it is.
All right, so let's talk about your attack today. Jackson, ending his goal draw today since December 15th.
Exactly.
Till now. Is it not almost 4 months? And yes, and he was able to score today.
I mean, Jackson actually. He has been
since he came back. This is the first game he's playing well.
Exactly. No, not even this is his first game playing well.
This is the first game.
No, not like this is his first game playing well. I mean, he has always been wanting to score. He's always having that opportunity to score. But we know that for Jackson, who he is not that clinical. You understand? He's someone that just gets the ball, but he's unable to know whatever he has to do with the ball. But today, he actually made sure that he knows what he wants to do with that ball. And when that ball actually came from Enzo Fernandez to him, he knew that this is an opportunity for him to just, shoot it once and not, trying to look for whomever it is to dribble or make an assist. Today, he just went head on and shot that ball. I felt like when he actually scored that goal, I thought that I saw a tear in his eye, because it's been long that he actually, had that goal. And when that goal actually came in I was happy. That, thank God, finally, Jackson with the goal.
Shena got 7 Maresca today. Shena got 7 Maresca from Onamat today. Because of this interchange between Lavia and Caicedo issue.
And honestly speaking, the combination was not that okay, because I mean we have Reece James here. Reece James, for one, that we know that he's able to play that 2 position perfectly, and we also have Josh Archipong there. These 2 people are actually fit. Why bring out? We know that this person Gustav is out with injury, but you could have actually bring in Reece James, or even play this guy Archipong in that role, because those are the 2 places that these 2 players play. Then why play Caicedo in that place? If not that Caicedo is actually okay, that Caicedo is a dynamic player that we know that he can play the midfield and also can play the defense role perfectly well.
He was switching inside.
Yes, he was actually solid today, and I felt like you bringing in Lavia within that first half shouldn't have been a perfect. It was not much more of a perfect call, because there was some time whereby Lavia was even missing some ball. He was missing some ball. He was not able to mark his man perfectly. But today's game for Caicedo was actually perfect. Him being in that position to just be able to mount it for James till he came on, it was actually perfect.
All right, so let's talk about your general setting of this ball, general setting of this squad today.
Yeah.
When you saw the lineup, what was in your mind? Because when I saw the lineups, there is some kind of
what was on my mind was that what in the hell did this man just do? What in the hell did this man set up for me today? Playing Madueke at the left wing, playing Neto at the right wing, keeping Caicedo at the 2 position, playing Lavia with pairing with Enzo. Today I actually lost it already. Then when I actually saw the fighting spirit of the boys, they want to fight, even if the coach and the staff are not helping that situation. They want to fight. They need this win. They need this win to be able to, keep on going forward. The momentum that they built from Fulham game was actually perfect. Then bringing in this momentum into this game was so superb. You understand? So I felt like that was what actually motivated them, that even if these people are not going to be helping us, let's just help ourselves to give the fans the best performance that they could actually give. And that was what they actually did today, because they played so well. I wasn't even expecting Madueke to even mount that the flank position perfectly well, the left wing position perfectly well. He tried his best. You understand? But it was a good game. It was a good game. Within the first half of the match, they had actually, killed the whole game. But coming on to the second half, it was a bit sluggish. You understand? It was a bit sluggish. Each and every one of them were already getting tired. And I felt like that was when this man could have actually made the changes within that kind of 60 to 70 minutes. You understand? Make those changes very, very quick. You understand? We needed fresh leg. If he had brought in Sancho earlier on, he would have had a much more better game. If he had brought in the likes of George also earlier on, and James, with every one of them earlier on, it would have been a much more game whereby would have been able to seal it off.
All right, so let's talk about game management today. Do you commend this guy's game management? This your will I call it interim coach or will assistant coach?
Let's just call him an assistant coach.
Yeah, so will you commend his game management today compared to that of Maresca's own?
I would actually commend him, perfectly well, because he did his best, even though that it was a Maresca that was just instructing that do this and do that. I felt like he also has his own opportunity to put whatever he has on the table, which was today's game. And
I see him on the sideline, the players, clapping,
exactly. Go. Exactly. That's what an assistant coach has to do. That's what he has to do. I felt like he actually managed the whole game perfectly well, just that he was unable to, make the right call at the right time with those changes. Because you bringing on the likes of James and Dusbio within, they came in around that kind of 90 minutes. It wasn't actually a good call.
Something minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't actually a good call. If they had been in the game much more earlier, we would have actually, been winning the game either 2 to 3 goals. You understand? So, but today's game, generally, each and every one of them play perfectly so well.
All right. So, what's your final thought of the game?
Well, I feel going forward, the guys should not, they should not relent on whatever the coach is Maresca is actually coming out to say, because I feel like whenever Maresca is being granted an interview, he comes outside with his mouth inside of his bum. You understand? He comes out to speak from, he does not speak from his right sense. You understand? He speaks so dumbly. So I don't feel like they should just, the guys should not listen to whatever he's saying, and they should just continue with this momentum. They are already building the momentum from Fulham to this game, a win, back-to-back win. Then going forward, whoever it is that we're playing, I feel like it's Manchester United that we're playing. If we're going there, then we need this kind of momentum to, build upon and seal the win.
There is one thing about Cucurella today. Today, every match Cucurella they get on target. Every match.
Exactly.
If he did not score, he will get at least 1 or 2 on target.
Yeah.
What is wrong with Cucurella? Is Cucurella trying to be a forward ever playing player?
I feel like that is what he wants to become. You understand? I feel like Cucurella and Caicedo are the only two pairing that has not flopped, that has not gone beyond average, and their game has actually been coming up each and every time that we play. They are always having to want to make impact, make that challenge, make sure that they are actually in that match. Cucurella actually had, I guess, three shots today. One that Jackson actually played, which was actually called an offside. That was it would have actually sealed the game if that guy had actually gone in for Cucurella. I would have been so happy, because Cucurella is on every one of us mouth these days. He has actually been giving us the best of his game. So, but for every one of them, they've all been doing well.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Yeah.